welcome back to a new video. Today's gonna be something a little bit more different. You know, first of all, happy New Year's, happy holidays. I'm sorry you guys ain't seen me for a month. I know I look different right now, you know, the hair's gone and all that, but today I'm a barber, right? I like to today's gonna be something different. I'm a barber, for those of you guys who know about it. So today, you know, it's a beautiful day. It's currently, let me see, it's currently 1 right now. It's a beautiful day in the Central Valley. It's sunny. So and today we got a house call. Luckily it's gonna be a high taper tutorial for y'all out there. We got the energy drink right now. You're gonna need some energy for this today. But today we got Abraham in the chair. You know, we're doing a house call at his house. You know, we already got him set up and all that.
Oh, hell yeah.
So we about to do this quick little high taper tutorial, and then I'll catch you guys right here when I'm sanitizing the tools. Y'all can see he's looking a little bit rough right now. We're about to chop all this down. He's gonna get a high taper on the sides, probably a mid in the back with a clean lineup. We're gonna knock all this down. Like I said, right now he's rocking the fro, but he keeps it a low cut. And then, so yeah, y'all about to see this major transformation. Low key, Jacob probably get like we got Jacob behind the camera too. That's my bad. You know, he'll give his classic thumbs up real quick. You know, shout out Jacob for being the cameraman. This is on a 4K camera too, so we upped our quality starting in 2026. You know. All right, so get the side angle right here, Jacob. Watch this transformation. This is the before right here. Watch this, guys. Watch the transformation.
Oh shit. You
can show the back too. You know. Yo. Y'all ready for this, man? Y'all ain't ready for this transformation. All right, then. Before we start, always make sure you gotta sanitize your tools. Literally everything. If you got one of a neck duster, this too, all around, because it's the most important thing. You're touching clients and all that. Your shavers, you know, whether it's a single foil or the double foil or even the Noroccos. I recommend these too. My old boss put me on, you know, shout out Boyle. You gotta disinfect everything. Clippers, obviously, that's the main thing. This one, get a good one in. For those of y'all who don't know, I'm using the Instincts. This is a good clipper. It's small, it's easy to maneuver and all that. The lever's still good to this day. It's been doing me justice for about a year. So yeah, and then for the trimmer, my only go-to trimmers have been Coco's. Let me sanitize them all real quick, and then sharp trimmer straight out the box. If you want like a zero gap trimmer when you don't want to do nothing, I would recommend the Coco's. Add your little grips though, because they get slippery. And then last but not least, we got the brush, the bristle brush. Disinfect that too. And then yeah, let's get started on the cut. We're gonna knock it down. We're gonna knock his hair down with like, let's see, we'll try a 2 first, just because we don't know where it's been at, you know, his hair for a while. I mean, how long has it been since I cut your hair?
Oh fucking no, like 2 months maybe.
2 months, damn, 2 months. All right, look, so we're gonna run the comb real quick through his hair, try to flatten it out. Let's see.
I'm trying to get my alpha back, you know.
Nah, bro, you gotta keep that low cut. All right, so watch. We're gonna go with the grain. Knock that hair down. Cause he doesn't like it like super froey right now, cause it's the summer, so. You wanna knock it down. You wanna knock it all the way around with the grain. I'll catch you guys when it's all cut down. Debulk right here, because it's a high taper, so we gotta debulk all the way up to this area right here. With like, we're still going with the 2 though. This time it's gonna be with the grain, so, or no, against it. Just knock off all of that excess. Flick out at the top too. We're gonna do that for all of the sides and back. We're gonna come around to this side. Same thing. Same area. Debulk all that. Flick out. You know, just take off all that excess bulk you don't need right there. Now for the back, it's gonna be like the same thing, but since it is a mid, and right now his hair is trained all these different ways because of the fro, but it's all good. Watch, we're gonna get it. It's the same thing. Flick out at the top. Perfect, boom. Debulking like that.
Hear about that?
I just heard about it now. John Harbaugh?
Yeah,
alright, that's debulked now. Alright, then now we're about to set in the first guideline with the trimmer. don't ever, or here's a tip actually, I should say, for the setting in the first line, the bald line, always do the trimmer like flat. It'll get easier for you to take out that line and once you do move to the clipper and all that. So just do it right here. We're gonna curve it out a little bit to set in this high taper line. We're gonna do this for the, you know, the sides and the back. Right here, you kind of set in the first line, like I said. Plus, his cocos are already sharp too, and it'll prevent you from having to be right there stuck with a hard line to take out. There's that baseline right there. We'll do the back right now. Actually, this one, same thing. We'll set it in. This one, nice and straight. See how I'm flicking out as well? This will prevent you from any line, hard line to take out as well, right here in the back. And the back typically is harder because the skin is so more like compact back here. So that's one thing for all the barbers out there. Funny enough, tomorrow's gonna be 3 years of me cutting hair. That since I started practicing on what Jesse, Devin, and Michael, y'all have seen them in the videos. I cut their hair for the first time 3 years ago. Start tomorrow, so yeah, we're doing this. Probably gonna be uploaded either in the next coming days, hopefully for y'all. I'm trying to get this out for y'all. I know I haven't uploaded in a month, so you got this line right here, and it's on this other side. Same. We're gonna curve it out a little bit. Same technique. Watch, curve it out, boom. This will also save you time too in your cuts, going the all lines, because some barbers just like to stick on one side, you know, get the guard, go with no guard one, half guard, and then all that too, blend in with the bulk, and then do all that. But what you see how we got all the lines right here set already for the, you know, saving us valuable time. And for barbers, you're gonna want all the time saved, because in the future it'll lead for you to more cuts, more money, you know. So do that. Now we're gonna come back with the shaver. I recommend probably the single foil for tapers, double foil for fades and all that. So right here, flick out at the very top where you get to this line right here, the top line. It'll make it easier. Well, you'll flick out right there. You see how I'm flicking out right there, and then fold everything below it normally. We're gonna come back to the back real quick. This one, same thing. We're gonna flick out. But before we do that, just make sure you get all like at the bottom. You could do that straight, because try to remove all that stubble. Then we're gonna flick out at the top. Let's see. Move with the grain as well, or against it. My bad. That's it. Now for the next side, same thing. Bald out everything normal at the very bottom. Flick out as soon as you get to the hair. Flick out aggressively too. That's what you guys want to do, aggressively. So just to ensure the flick will be there. The only bad thing about the single foil shavers, guys, is you got to go over it more typically than the double foil. So keep in mind for that. So yeah, boom. Alright, bald it out. Clean off all of that. Alright, now we're gonna go no guard. Set in the first line. Follow the same shape as well. Boom, we created the first space right here. So now we got this line right here. We got to take that out. And how we do that, we're gonna close the lever every so often on every single click. So we're gonna start right here is how we created the line. We're gonna go one below it, or one open, and then attack it. Go close it again. Close it again. Attack it even more. Close it the last time and tack it even more, and then that should be good. If for some reason you ever have a line still after you do all those steps, I'm gonna show you how to take it out. Alright, beds. There's no line right there, but if you ever have a line still, let's see. Take your trimmer at the corner and just go at it at an angle, and then that'll take it out like that. Right now there's no line, so we're good. Yeah. All right, y'all. Now we put the one guard on and then lever all the way open. Same thing, same process as we did for the no guard actually. So just create that little 1/2 inch line right here. Open that all the way. Create that little 1/2 inch line like I said. This is where really your fade's gonna start coming together at the one. After that, you just build around it because you already faded out the bottom and then you just do the top too. So watch. And boom. All right, you guys see the little space created. We got a line right here. We're gonna take that out right now once we cut to it. All right, y'all. Now we throw on the half guard, and it's gonna be the same process as when you go close every time on the lever. Me personally, I always like to start on the second and then just attack it, you know, the same way we did the closed on the no guard. Attack it, close it up right there. You're gonna keep going, just keep attacking it, keep closing the lever. Same old, same old. You're gonna close it again. And really attack this right here. Get all the corners in. Get the corner in right here at the very end where it becomes kind of, you know, darker. And yeah, it should be the last one, which it was. And then boom, got that set. All right, we'll catch you guys at the next step. All right, we're gonna throw the 2 back on there, and right here closer to the bulk. We're really gonna have to attack it. Just flick out a lot. We're gonna close this up. I'm probably gonna hit it with the 1.5 too. But right now we're just gonna debulk it even more. So I'm gonna go right here on the second lever. I always like starting on the second lever when you close it, just because I don't know, for some reason it works out for me. So we're just gonna do that. Just attack it until you start seeing like the bulk, you know, just go away basically. It's low key. It looks like it's going away right now. I just close it up one more time. Probably one more time just to be safe, and then yeah, we have our foundation set. So yeah, right there we have our foundation set. Probably, yeah, there we are. Right here, this line is gonna get taken out with the 1.5, and maybe a little bit of the corner with the 1. Alright, let me just attack this all the way real quick. It looks like yeah. So I ended up going with the 2 all the way closed, and then the 1.5 I will be right here. Catch you guys soon. Alright, now we got the 1.5 on there. Same routine. We're gonna attack this line right here. Start at the second lever. Trust me, it helps. It like saves you time, and it still gets the job done. Watch it. We'll get same routine. Just flick out at the line you see. For this one, I want to say this is the most you're really gonna have to keep attacking, just because it gets the darkness and all that. So, and then keep combing your foundation. Alright, now we're gonna throw on the 1 just real fast. Get the corners with this one right here. Same thing. Start at the second lever thing or whatever, you know, and then attack this one. This is where your line's really gonna start coming out at. Let's see. And then just keep closing it one by one. Same routine as always. Flick out. Right here, there's a little bit darker, so you just gotta attack that right there. And then we're gonna go back to the 2 real quick. Lever all the way closed, just to really attack this top part right here. Make it, you know, not too dark. Then I got a surprise for y'all too. Right here, I'm gonna show you this real quick, Abraham. His lineup, he's got a widow's peak of you know, Hellerson, they like to call it. So I always do professional pushback on him, just because we're not gonna leave him with like a M, you know. So I'm gonna show you how to deal with these, because these some people have these and it gets bad for them. As long as they maintain it well, which I'm gonna tell you guys how to maintain it, because you guys see it comes in like this, which in reality is lineups like right here, but we're gonna have to do a professional pushback. So yeah, we're gonna get back to this right here, and then that should be coming together. Well, you guys will see once I line up the vertical bar too with the trimmer. Once that comes together, you guys will see, right? And then right here around the ear too, we're gonna line that up. That'll be the next part I cut to. So yeah. Alright, before we get to detailing real quick, I'm going to show you guys how to line up all around, which is on tapers. It's only going to be around the ear, lineups, and like the vertical bars. So to start off, you're going to go right here around the ear. Some people grow hair right here constantly, like all weird. So what you want to do is just get a good defined, like I guess they call it like a little like a circle maybe. I don't know what would be the right word, but just you'll see how it's going to come together. Right here was excess like hair, so let's get rid of that. Make it look sharp, and then let's see, we're gonna come right here behind the ear. This one's gonna have to be also professional pushback, so we can get that good angle right starting right here. And just clean up what you cut right here. You also make sure to hit this with the shaver too to get rid of this stubble as well. And then look, it's the most, some people like to say this was the satisfying part, so he's got excess hair growing right here. We're just gonna connect them from this end to this end where you start too, so all it is following it. And again, same thing, make sure to cut all that excess. Right here, come around, flick it out as well. So you just make sure you don't leave no hairs behind. And then I'll show you guys what I mean with the shaver too. It'll help out a lot. So when we got that lined up, come back, get the shaver real quick. Right here, dust off all the stuff, all the hair. Hit it with the shaver, make it last a little bit longer. I don't have any razors right now, but you can also hit this with a razor and make it look even sharper. I gotta restock up on razors. Derby, no, not Derbies. What's the best shaver out there? Not razors out there. I want to say, I think it's Astras. Yeah, Astras are the best shaver. Or razor. I don't know why I keep saying shaver, but yeah. Now, just repeat that on the other side. I'm gonna show you guys what to do with the lineup afterwards. Alright, y'all, now we're about to move on to the lineup right here. Abraham, look this way. So like I said, he has a widow's peak right here, so we're going to attack that with the grain. We're just going to go shorter than a 2. I'll probably go 1.5 closed. You guys will see what I mean by that. So we're going to right here just knock it down quite a bit. Yeah, it's the right number for it, so we're just going to knock it down like I said. Keep the edges dark though, keep the edges dark. You'll see why. We're going to match it. We're going to attack this right here. So real quick. Look, so right here, his natural lineup, all you gotta do to find a natural lineup is just tell by the corners. So right here, he's not receding or nothing. So you just gotta look at the corners, start right here, literally match it up all the way to the other end, which is unfortunate. He has his widow's peak, but he maintains it on his own, which is just getting a foil shaver and shaving the stubble every day. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna have to do a professional pushback, get this lineup crispy. But unfortunately, yeah, it's gonna have to cut through all this to get the crispy lineup. You guys will see right now. All right, then the way to prep lineups too, guys, is you're gonna want some holding spray to make sure the hairs don't move at all. So this one I would recommend. It's a Pump It Up Gold spritz, styling spritz. It's a super hold. They smell hella good too. This one's like a strawberry one. I gotta re-up on it too. Hopefully I have enough for this haircut. You guys can see right here, but I use it a lot for lineups. All you're gonna want to do is just make sure to spray on the things you're gonna attack. So boom, we got the right here in the middle, and then you're just gonna wait for it to hold for like a good hour, or not hour, I meant a good like 1 minute. I'll say 1 minute. Just wait for it to dry. You know, we got Joe in the background right here. That's Abraham's brother. So yeah, shout out to them for the house call. All right, now that the hair is all dried up from the spritz hold, you're gonna want to find the middle. Always start in the middle. That way you don't raise the corner higher than the other. So right here, let's see, we're gonna want to end at this point right here. So that means just find the middle. It'll be right here. And like I said, we're gonna do the professional pushback on them. Gonna get this hairline straight and attack the middle. For this one, you got to get rid of the widow's peak. Obviously, get rid of it as much as you can. Let's see, I'm gonna go probably a tad bit higher, and then watch it. Go start from one side and then work your way to the other. Set the foundation. All it literally is just saying a foundation. Let's see. Boom, and now I'm gonna show you guys how to do the vertical bars too. Those are a little bit more simpler. But yeah, with your trimmer, if you ever come across a widow's peak, just knock it down as much as you can. Which, going like this against the grain. You can almost tell he doesn't even have one by just doing this. But yeah, let's see, we're we're gonna come back to this right here, find the middle again. Let's see, it looks like it's gonna be right there. Good. And then yeah, we're gonna attack this side. Alright, we're gonna make sure it's straight. Yes, it is indeed. And then real quick, while we're here on the widow's peak, come back to make it even last longer ball, just attack it with the shaver. If you have a razor, obviously, if you have razor blades, it'll be better, but and I'm an idiot, I gotta re-up on them, so. Normally I do hit it with a razor blade too, so. Just for this instance, I can't hit it. Make sure we gotta get this thing as bald as we can. Alright, boom, should be coming up there, boom, got it. Now for vertical bars, we're gonna, it's gonna be the vertical bars is always the line right here, so what you wanna do is just make sure you get it straight at an angle, preferably, same thing, you know, boom, go over as much time as you have to. And yeah, I'm gonna find the corner again.
Most people don't know that one of America's most breathtaking.
Boom. We'll come back to the other side as well. Find that, boom, right here.
What do you do for a living?
Right now I DoorDash, basically full-time.
Full-time? But you're 40 hours a week?
Give or take.
Very good.
50 to 60.
Why are you putting through so much?
Because
There we go.
we're in debt. And I
Now, if you guys see any detail spots you ever do on a haircut, make sure to hit it with the corner. And then just keep touching it up until you know you got it all right there. Let's see, we're gonna check the lineup one more time by the farther. Alright then guys, catch you pretty soon. He took it from my hand, bro, my bad. I was born there. Alright then, and after every haircut, if you guys, or when you guys hit it with the guard, if you guys ever see any of these hairs stick up, all you want to do, you gotta have a good steady hand for this. Just, you know, turn on your clipper, make sure you just attack them like this, glide it, try not to miss, because then your client will have a bald spot. You don't want that, but luckily if you're a barber, you should have a precise hand, so all these little hairs sticking up that the guard couldn't get to, this is what this for. I think it's called freehanding, but yeah, you know. So let's see. That should do it for the haircut. I'm gonna just clean up the neck right here once it's over with, and then yeah, that'll do for the high taper. You know, we got. I'll show you guys, or Jacob will get a good angle time lapse in a little next clip. So see you guys then. Yep. I think look up. No, not all the way. Not all the way. Just look. Alright then y'all, that'll do it for today's video. The last thing you gotta do is make sure you always hit your client with the disinfecting alcohol. This is the best part right here. Clients love it, you know?
That's too much, bro. What the fuck is you on?
Alright, just had to make sure. I hope you guys appreciate these types of videos. You guys knew I was a barber, but I finally got a barber video out for you guys. So let me know if you guys want this, and then I'll keep them coming. Yeah, shout out to you guys. Socials will be down below. Jacob's socials will be down below. If you're in the Central Valley, you need a good photographer, hit them up, you know. And then yeah, shout out to these two. This is their house right here. Good long friends for a good house call, you know. So you know, overall good time today. Like I said, it was sunny. It's the beginning of the year, you know. 2026, we're going up. So yeah, catch you guys soon.